Look at the latest Apple MacBook Air. If you walk into a store in India today, the price tag will tell you it costs 1,019,900 rupees. But affordability isn't found on a price tag. To see how much this laptop actually costs, we have to look at the median Indian salary, which currently sits at 27,300 rupees a month. The time currency framework calculates the cost by dividing the retail price by the monthly income. This shows the actual human labor required to earn the device. Run the math on the MacBook Air, and the cost is 4.5 months of labor. That is nearly half a year of a person's working life, every commute and every shift, exchanged for a 3-pound consumer electronic device. This raises a question. Is this high time cost a result of Apple overcharging, or does it actually represent a historical improvement in what an Indian salary can buy? In 2008, the Indian economic landscape was vastly different, with a smaller corporate sector and a lower baseline for wages across the country. When Apple launched the original aluminum MacBook that year, it entered the Indian market with a premium retail price of 99,000 rupees. At the same time, the median salary in India was only 8,000 rupees a month. In 2008, the time currency was staggering. It required exactly 12 months, an entire year of labor, to afford that single device. By 2012, two trends began to converge. Tech prices dropped to 81,900 rupees, while Indian wages experienced a significant jump to 12,000 rupees. This shifted the labor cost from a full year down to 7 months. While 7 months of wages is still a heavy commitment, the rapid 4-year trajectory suggests that a developing economy can quickly bring luxury technology closer to mainstream attainability. By 2015, the Indian consumer market had modernized significantly, with median salaries climbing to 15,000 rupees. During this period, the entry price for a MacBook fell to its lowest point, 72,900 rupees. For the first time, the labor cost fell to 5 months. In 2020, Apple introduced the M1 chip. This new architecture pushed the price back up to 92,990 rupees. However, the median Indian wage had surged to 22,000 rupees by 2020, more than offsetting the price increase. This pushed the modern time currency to a record low of 4.2 months of labor. Through 12 years of economic growth, the average Indian citizen effectively bought back nearly 8 months of their working life when purchasing the same category of technology. India has made progress relative to its own past, but the global hardware market operates on a different scale. To see it, we have to look at the United States. In the US market, that exact same MacBook Air retails for $1,199. Meanwhile, the median US monthly salary is roughly $4,800. When we apply the time currency framework here, the number is so small that we have to measure the cost in days instead of months. For a median US earner, it requires merely 7 days of labor to afford the laptop. The final metric shows the disparity: India's 132 days of labor versus the US 7 days. This gap illustrates the concept of purchasing power parity. It shows how a uniform global price results in vastly different labor costs for workers in different economies. India's trajectory has condensed a year of work into a few months. Yet that identical price tag highlights the remaining disparity, a 125-day difference in the time